Welcome to Film Bluffs, a place for free-range, non-GMO, dog water opinions. So come on in, take a seat, and let's make fun of the kid with no internet.
What's up? Welcome back to Scare by... Oh, sorry. It's just this movie startled me so much. It was so thrilling.
Do you ever want to reach through the screen and
Yes.
somebody? Like, Homer
Fucking,
Simpson.
come on, fucking blue skidoo over here, bitch.
Hi, I'm Jobe.
Do you think that would work? He can blue skidoo into the book.
And we're joined
go
today
through
by our
games?
special guest. Go on, introduce yourself, man.
Hi, I'm Brownie.
There we go. What
I'm
a
Brownie
guy.
Boo.
Brownie
Brownie
Bateman.
baby. Until proven otherwise, he's about
My
to
God.
put.
Alan for this
Two.
episode.
Oh my God, his
That's
intro
right.
is better than mine. It even has a fucking watermark.
God.
Oh God.
First appearance in Film Bluffs for Brownie.
I know.
That's true.
We've never seen this man before, actually. He's completely new to the channel. It's a
He's
new
a,
kid.
following
he's a
us.
changed
New
man.
Video.
They pulled me off the streets and were like, "You look plenished." You
Brownie
look
is
good."
finally done with rehab. He is no longer doing meth.
You smell like shit, you know that? You smell like dog shit.
Jesus.
So, Joe,
It's such a fucked up movie.
what did we watch
Ooh.
this week, Joe?
Wait. Marshall,
what
introduce
did we all...
yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm Marshall, and we
Hello.
watched American Psycho.
Hey,
this
I'm
week.
Trace.
I watched it today.
I watched it 10 minutes ago.
Listen, I don't get it. I just didn't
Maybe a
get the
little more.
movie. I don't know how to tell you this. It was funny.
That's
It
fine.
wasn't scary. It wasn't
Based on a true story.
thought-provoking. No, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Based on a true novel that
Based on
actually
a-
exists.
See?
Yes.
We're following
Yeah.
the theme of everything's been happening, the real stories ish.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Like Rango.
Yeah.
I mean,
Johnny Depp did that.
if Steve can blue skidoo into American Psycho, is it a true story?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, can he blue skidoo across screens? Like, could I blue skidoo into Job's cool new apartment?
That
He
would
can't- gave up his powers to become immortal again.
Well, yeah. He would to go pursue
and
music,
lost
but
his hair.
yeah, but he still loves us. Steve, if you're out there,
I'm just
come on the show.
yeah. We'll take you. We'll watch. I don't know if there is a Blues. Clues.
There's a Blue's
There's a
Clues
Blues
movie.
There's
movie
definitely a
coming
Blue's
out.
Clues movie.
It's already
I don't know
been
if
came out. It's already came out. A while
It's been
ago.
came out.
What is
Yeah,
it?
I speak the English.
So, American Psycho, we follow Patrick Bateman, played by Christian Bale, who is a hotshot businessman. I put quotes
Young
around that
Sheldon?
because we're not exactly sure what it is he does. All we know he's in.
He's a vice president
Yeah,
Of what though?
of the firm.
of the company.
What is
Company.
what does the company do? What is anybody's
business.
job?
He's an investment banker.
No,
He is.
not.
Anyway,
My brother, he work on Wall Street. What else
Yeah.
you need to know?
He works on Wall
fucking,
Street.
I can sell hot dogs on.
A
Wall
wealthy
Street.
New York investment banking executive.
That's a nonsense title.
That's hey, you asked, I told you. I'm giving you the material.
All right, you know
Quick
what?
pause,
Now
though,
do
quick
something
pause.
cool. Yeah, what's up?
He's
Alright.
rich, we're not. That's the point.
So,
All right.
So Steve from
Um,
Blue's Clues is named Steve. His actor's name is Steve. The most recent guy, his name is Josh. The actor's name
Right.
is Josh. But the character Joe, his name is Donovan.
Yep.
Did they not like Donovan enough for him
I
to just be
wouldn't.
Donovan?
That's way
think
too. That's way too complex for children to try to understand.
Yeah,
It have a bunch of
You
five
don't know
5-year-olds
one
going around
syllable.
going, I look blue is with
Donovan.
Donovan. Instead of going, yes, blue today is with Steve.
all right. So
That's all I gotta say.
So Steve is
Psycho follows.
American Psycho.
American
People
follow.
America follows.
Remember when Job said this is the best episode?
American runs on Duncan.
Done.
Tell us,
American
Joe.
Psycho follows Patrick Bateman, an investment banker
Baker?
An investment baker.
who feels far removed from the people around him. And he kills people. As his bloodlust grows, he finds it harder to maintain the facade of Patrick Bateman, the executive vice banker of the world.
Vice
And he
President.
starts to slip up after he
He shoots a lady.
We're the
Okay,
vice
let me finish it off
bankers
here. He shoots
of
a
the
lady
world.
and then goes fucking sicko
No,
mode.
I have a whole thing wrong.
It's gonna be funny. He's
Oh,
gonna
let's hear it.
mispronounce 6
We'll
other
laugh.
things.
Go.
He starts to slip up after the murder of Paul Allen, played by Jared Leto, a colleague of his, and he
He's.
gets-
I think God, Faith, and
Job's
I've
right. This
never,
is the best
ever
episode.
mispronounced anything.
I work so
It's not
hard
true.
every day, and if I come home and I'm a little flustered, I'm just supposed to take this abuse.
Yeah.
Anyway, he gets the attention of a detective, played by
The
Willem
Green
Dafoe.
Goblin.
As Bateman continues to slip further into his murderous tendency, he eventually finds himself gunning down people in the streets. After a tearful confession to his lawyer, Bateman finds that he's gotten away with the murders. Or maybe he didn't actually kill anybody? But also maybe his name isn't Patrick Bateman, maybe it's Davis? The ending of the movie is very confusing, and I'm gonna not talk the rest of the episode. Go.
Good.
So, like, I didn't get. Is he actually Patrick Bateman? Is he this other dipshit named fucking Hardman or whatever it was? Is he a Davies? Did he actually kill these people? I need some fucking answers. He kind of like teased it and then just kind of left it open ended. You know,
That's the point.
but it's not good.
But you have to. It gets ready for American Psycho 2.
Which has Mila Kunis
Ooh.
as the
Your
killer.
American Psycho said American Psycho 2 is not like part of the lore.
Spoilers, Brownie. Come on.
The fuck you mean spoilers? Look at the fucking posters.
Dude, that is.
Hold the knife.
It's a sickle.
I was just about to put American Psycho 2 on VHS into my tape player. Now I have no reason.
Now
to.
I have to return.
Also, why
some
did
video-
why did they replace Patrick Bateman's Christian Bale?
I don't
Huh?
know when. I don't know when fucking the second one came out.
2 years later, and it's Michael
What
Kremko
was
as
he doing
Patrick
2 years
Bateman.
later?
Oh, Brownie, that's a very good
Shit
question.
Movie and it was direct to DVD.
And he probably went, I'm leaving to go do Batman in several years.
Nathan Lane came back for Lion King 1.5.
Yeah, he
Okay,
did.
Lion King 1.5 is a different tier of direct to DVD.
He was
I'm
doing
sorry.
other movies like Reign of Fire and Equilibrium.
Now,
True.
listen, I got a bone to pick. 'Cause
Okay.
This movie is like, it's fun. It's kind of dumb. I was explaining it to y'all. I think that Patrick Bateman's like the way he speaks. It's like he's doing a bit the entire movie, and
Yeah.
no one knows what the bit is, and it's not funny to anybody.
Not even him.
except for Patrick Bateman, in like a little bit. Like right when he's about to kill someone, he's like, "Oh no, this is good," but like it's his own little joke. That's an inside joke, and no one's in on it. I don't know. It just it had some funny lines here and there, you know, where they're looking at the business cards. I'm like, now that's good. That's funny, you know. I can laugh at this. And then the other parts of the movie, I'm just like, okay, he's killing people.
Until it got like a little too like I'm gonna be using a little turn of phrase here. Before it got a little too
Turn of
psychotic, I was kind of going through this like for the first little bit of it, going, "Oh, this is like just if Jobe did a tell-all." Because that's just it. Just I don't know the way he acted in the beginning. I'm just like, this I feel like is what Jobe would do if he decided he wanted to become a serial killer, and he's just like, nobody knows it's him, and it's pissing him off. So he's like, fine, I'm just gonna write a book, and I'll narrate it myself. I'll put it on, and we'll see if it gets any traction. And that's how the first part of this movie goes for me. And then it goes a little unhinged, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if Jobe's gonna be doing that anytime soon. Maybe just like a little bit of stabbing here and there, but
I would just like to make a quick disclaimer. I'm not a murderer.
Yet.
Patrick Bateman is not just like me for real, on God.
Well,
So wait,
you're
have you all
like
seen this
him.
movie before?
It's been some time, but yeah,
Jobe
Jobe
and
is
Brownie.
not a Sigma male.
It's true.
it's true. He's kind of a beta, maybe even a Charlie.
Joe, I feel
What
like
the
you've seen
fuck?
this movie before too.
yeah. I watched it. I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago.
Brownie, you've watched it before?
No, this is the first time I ever watched it. Actually,
Really?
I
That was-
tried to get us to watch it on Scare by Scare, but everybody was like, "No, it's not a horror movie."
It's
I
not.
know.
I don't remember any conversations about it, but
I'm gonna blame
I probably
Trace.
would. It's probably
No.
something I would have said. I just don't remember talking about it.
Because
Trace-
It's a movie that I have been meaning to watch for a long time, and when Job reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I was like, the inspiration I finally need.
Brownie
had
running
his,
up to Job. Okay.
what do you call it? Not a writer's block in this case. It'd be watcher's block.
Watcher's block. Nice.
We should start a new podcast called Watch Block.
No, I don't think we should.
Okay.
Job's watch party.
Like, I mean, I've seen clips of it because there's been like a resurgence with this whole like
Yeah.
Sigma male thing recently. You know what I'm saying.
Way
Everyone's
to
seen
date
it.
us.
I mean,
Data.
I've seen like the big scene from the movie where
Yeah.
he kills Paul Allen. I've seen that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen
The
that.
big-
The business card scene.
I believe I knew the scene where he drops the chainsaw on the hooker. I knew about that scene
Whoa,
too.
Brownie.
You
Escort.
definitely got her.
Come
ass,
on.
though.
That's like, yes!
Whoa,
Escort.
Brownie,
Escort.
how about-
Okay, we'll go with escort. We'll go with the business term.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
She's
Whoa,
an entrepreneur.
I mean, she's a working woman.
So did he actually kill these people? I'm so confused. Like,
I think it's revealed like that he did. Yes, Patrick Bateman was in fact a killer.
but Paul Allen was having lunch with the lawyer. Unless that's like, oh no, I was talking with him earlier, like a ha kind of thing. But I don't get it. It was fine until the ending. Like, oh, there's this killer and he's diving into his psychotic tendencies, and he's slowly, we're seeing the facade crumble, and then he just kind of like, ooh, what if it didn't happen? And I'm like, That's all I gotta say. about that.
Go ahead, Job. Hit him with your literary analysis here.
There is no literary analysis.
You got this. Analyze this literacy.
No, the book, I believe, also was open-ended, and the director herself, I think she even went on record saying, yeah, I might have made that a little too confusing at the end there. That's my bad. But I'll just
Sorry
say
about that.
I like the ending just
you
because
do.
I feel like, we're seeing that Bateman's reality is crumbling around him. And I think part of that is like leaving it open to interpretation. Like, is it just a statement on how rich businessmen can get away with murder, or is it just a statement on how Patrick Bateman perhaps was just fantasizing about all these murders? I don't know, but it's confusing and weird, and I like it. 10 out of 10.
I know that
I'm
I know that
kidding.
the book was like, there are themes of like, how bad capitalism is and like consumerism and things like that, where it's a societal take too. But
Man versus society.
No.
yeah,
It exists.
man versus man.
Exists.
Like, I kind of got that. It was kind of seen when, like, especially when they're talking and he's like, him and the detective asks like, where's Paul Allen hanging out, and he just starts listing all these different restaurants, or like how obsessed they were with finding a reservation. Like, it's kind of easy to see like, oh, they're definitely making fun of like, I gotta have a reservation, even if I'm not hungry. You gotta have a reservation at
Yeah,
a high class place. And I
Well,
think I heard somewhere that the book, towards the end, Patrick Bateman starts seeing hallucinations to make it a little more kind of clear, I guess, that he's not completely all there. And so like, because in the movie, it kind of feels like some of it could be real, right? There's not much that's like, oh, this is definitely like made up, but at the same time, like, because there's like hard facts presented, like especially when what's her name, Jean, finds the book of all the people. Like, there's definitely some things, but at the same time, I'm like, did he just like forget about certain things, or I don't know.
Well, there is the part where he's at the ATM and it says "Feed me a stray cat," and then
that's all
Kind of
true.
old lady-
confusedly, he puts the cat up there. He's like,
All right.
I guess I'll shoot it.
and then the old lady catches him and he's like, "You didn't see it," and then shoots her.
I mean, maybe somebody didn't see that little bit in the movie because they were too busy, you know, taking a sip of water, and so they just couldn't see that.
How distracting! How good was the water?
It was really good.
This is so good. Gunshot in the background. What was that?
No, I saw the gunshot. I just didn't. I just saw him like pick up a cat, and then like I look away for a second, come back, and he's putting the cat against the ATM with a gun. I'm like, oh, he's gonna shoot the cat.
Marcus' review is
Give me my
American
money.
Psycho, 7 out of 10, a 6 if drinking water. You had to love it when he went through the revolving door and then made all the way back around.
That was
There's funny bits, but at the same time, there's also bits where it's like this guy's obviously he's a psycho and that's the character, which is fine. Like I don't hate it, but then like especially like Paul Allen's dead. They're investigating his disappearance. Right? Is he dead? But like that'd be a lot that would Patrick Bateman would have to like make up in his head, you know?
I mean, yeah.
He had the keys to the guy's apartment, you know? He had the keys to his apartment.
Maybe he forgot that they were really good friends and he was just watching the apartment while Paul was gone.
I don't think they were good friends.
I don't know.
Given that one of them tried to kill the other.
Well, yeah, and then they
did he?
Oh?
I
Maybe the end of the movie is that he finally gets reservations to Dorsey now.
Yeah, and he's finally like, I can die happy. And then
Let's see Paul Allen's reservation.
And then he wakes up, but he's still talking to Detective Donald, and he's just like, huh? What? And he's like, I don't know. You said something about a reservation to Dorsey? And he's like, oh, it was all a dream. I thought I killed Paul. You killed Paul?
I thought I did.
I don't know now.
I do wish there was more Willem Dafoe in the movie. His scenes are some of the best.
It's weird to see him not unhinged.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like a super down-to-earth guy in this movie. He's like,
yeah. What the fuck's up with that?
Right?
I'll latch onto that.
There's
Okay,
like a whole scene where they're having lunch, and he's like, "I just need to know where the fuck you were at, dude." Where was Marcus? Or where was this guy?
Marcus have an alibi?
And Marcus,
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
fuck.
yeah, he was with you, dumbass. And it was like,
Well, I was wherever he was.
Okay. So is it more probable that he like just dreamt all this shit up?
Yeah.
And he didn't kill Paul Allen. He didn't kill these strippers and hookers. He did stab the homeless guy. Did shoot all the police officers and just really felt like it and had a psychotic break. And his name is not Patrick Bateman. It's some other dipshit that everyone makes fun of.
See, that's the best part. You can decide that.
I like the.
Just tell me.
It's a movie. I watch it. I like the idea that he did in fact kill some people before Paul. Paul just goes missing, and then Willem Dafoe walks in and goes, "Hey, Paul's missing, and I'm trying to figure out why." And then the rest of the movie is Bateman like hallucinating that he probably killed Paul because earlier that day he was really mad at him, so he dreamt about it, and then has since been hallucinating about every other murder.
That could be true because he definitely clams up and.
Yeah, because you know,
talking to the detective.
If he's talking to the detective, whether he killed Paul or not, I feel like you're gonna be a little bit probably off your rocker if you've killed somebody and you're now talking to a detective and you're like, Paul's missing? What does that have to do with that girl getting murdered? What girl? Oh, who knows?
Why do you keep bringing it up?
Paul's in London anyway. I think, right? Somebody saw him.
I'm the one that left the message on the voicemail. I know he's in London.
He asked me to do that after, like, before he went to London. So when did you see him last? Oh, not for some time.
You see, he gave me the keys to his apartment and told me on this date to go in there at this specific time and record the voicemail.
I mean, that's
But then who was
very
real.
that's
Who's
very
fake?
believable though.
What?
He paid me to do it.
Look,
if you
here's
can
the
make an argument-
$500.
Everyone's real, but like at the same time, you can make an argument that some people are like made up in his fantasy, right?
Nah.
You can say that the hooker is a real person, right? But then
I would
the
hope
other
so.
Girl that they the redhead one, right? Because they just met one time. It'd be really weird if they just kept in contact. Because if I meet someone like one time in a Kentucky Derby, I'm never going to talk to you again. I'm sorry, I hate you, but
It's just like
Well,
it's just like meeting friends as children at the Burger King playset.
you know, I'm just saying, like, what if, you know, at the very end of the fucking Marvel Avengers Endgame, they just decided to have fade to black, right? Right before the last 20 minutes.
Patrick Bateman
And
will
it just says,
return.
you choose what you want, A, B, or C, and then you fucking go off into Never Neverland. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? You know? Like,
They just left it up to one guy. One guy got that ending, and
Tell you
now
what,
everybody else gets
In
ending.
the theater, there's 3 different theaters playing the same movie, but they have 3 different endings, and whichever one you walked into, that's what you get.
Just
That's
like
what you got.
Clue.
Just like Clue.
I played Clue once, and it wasn't a good time because everyone
The
I played
movie's
with
fun.
did not want to
So,
play Clue.
so you decided never to watch the movie then?
Well, I didn't know there was a movie. I'm not gonna lie. I read the books, the Clue books.
There's books?
I didn't know about
I
the
love-
books.
I
Wild
love
that
the
you didn't know
Clue
about the
movie.
movie. The Clue movie is
Yeah.
great.
Because it has the what if it ended like this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you know,
back when
Have
movies
that
were good.
docket.
Yeah. With like Tim
Um,
Curry. Love that
Tim
man.
Curry.
I think it just left too much to the imagination. Give me a little
And
more.
Marshall doesn't have enough.
I've got plenty of.
I
plenty
got
of imagination.
imagination
Oh,
coming out my
I got
ears.
buttloads of imagination.
You just
We gotta
watch.
Come up with Rango. Huh? You wanted to watch fucking? What'd you watch? Spaceballs. What stupid ass suggestion is that?
Yeah, with the kitty poking you in the face.
I like the implication that Marshall came up with Rango as a
No, I came up
concept.
with watching it. You came up with watching Spaceballs.
Yeah, it was on a whim.
lame answer.
I couldn't
Pick
think
a
of anything to
movie
watch.
like Rango.
Hey, I'll be the first to say it was not that. It wasn't a great pick, but I couldn't think of anything else.
I was fine.
Did you think of anything else?
No, I love
I've got
Spaceballs.
50 ideas. ready
It's
to go.
it was just I don't know,
No.
maybe not a lot to talk about.
Apparently,
Go watch Spaceballs episode. It was the one before this.
Apparently, so what
Apparently.
the director had Willem Dafoe do was in each of his scenes, she would get like 3 different takes. One where Willem Dafoe was supposed to act like he knew Patrick Bateman had killed Paul Allen. One where he just suspected him, and one where he didn't suspect him at all.
And he's just
They
really good
mix
friends
and
with him.
match.
And he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you come to lunch with me? Like, I don't know where to go from here. I like you. You got good energy. I just want your opinion on the case.
You know, the vibes about you are exquisite.
You're the businessman here. You get all the reservations, even a Dorsey, right? And then Patrick goes on like a killing spree.
You know,
Yeah,
Isn't it
I'm something of a banking
real?
executive myself.
You know,
So was that nail gun?
Was it what?
Nail gun was,
The movie
was
called
the nail gun fake?
para me.
I don't. It looked pretty real.
Maybe or maybe not. I
It's-
mean,
it depends. Have you ever shot someone with a nail gun?
he didn't even have the nail gun hooked up to an air compressor. And
Well,
Ooh,
he-
Paul
the-
does his gun's own air compressor.
He could have had like a handheld. I mean,
What do you fucking know about
to
nail
to
guns?
that extent, they might have just had one on the set as the prop and went, "Oh yeah, it's a handheld one."
That sounds
And then
stupid.
they added that in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. What do I look like, Christian Bale? No,
No.
if I did, I
Not
wouldn't be
close.
here.
I wouldn't be talking to you, nerds.
I'd be going to do the fucking Batman remakes because they're walking in and go, "Oh, hello, Mr. Bale. What are you doing? I want to make Batman again."
No, I
He's
wanna-
British.
Lucas.
that's my Christian Bale
British.
too. No, he just acts British.
Okay, but he's a great actor. Not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
lie, I love Christian Bale. We watched him in Ford versus Ferrari, so Job's got a. I don't know how to say.
Oh
it.
yeah, we're 2 for 2 on Job picks and Christian Bale. little weird.
That's,
I guess we're
what do
watching
they say?
Batman next time
One
Nah,
point
we'll
is
watch
a point,
Equilibrium.
and
with
2 points
Christian Bale.
is a line. Next, we're gonna watch fucking The Machinist. And
I've
Our
never
Darkest
seen that
Hour.
actually.
Neither have I, but like I know it's a thing. Like
Well, yeah, I know- it's one of his. It's one of his.
Therefore, it'll be part of the show.
It actually okay. So Equilibrium actually does have Christian Bale in it.
fucking Howl's Moving Castle. Like,
So I
what
guess
else do you want?
so. This is actually we're doing Bale bluffs now. This is the Christian Bale podcast.
Welcome to Hey
Welcome.
Bales.
Oh, dude, Sean Bean.
What about Sean Bean?
He's in Equilibrium. Oh, let's skip Marshall's pick.
So,
Trace.
So funny.
Brownie.
More Sean Bean.
I think if anybody here was gonna like this movie, it'd be you. How does Patrick Bateman compare
Jim.
to other slasher type beats?
Well, that's
In your opinion,
Brady's gonna give
Well,
it a
I
2.
mean,
50
like-
words or less.
Nice, good call.
Time starts now.
Keep it
Five
free.
little words.
fuck.
One.
That's less than 50.
Well, you see, I think with like watching Patrick Bateman. Oh my god.
Son of a bitch.
I
You're
think,
making
like,
our guests
watching-
uncomfortable.
With watching Patrick Bateman compared to like somebody who is like Jason Voorhees, who has like no motive at all. I don't know. You see like the snap in Patrick, and
Just
one
like
could
Thanos.
one thing could be said of like, did Patrick ever do it? Was it capitalism? Was it consumerism?
It was Phil Collins.
Yeah, it was Phil Collins and Huey Lewis.
He's just watching.
They
Just watching
teamed up together,
Tarzan.
Tarzan isn't out yet.
and they said
Sure it
was
is.
hip to be hit by an axe in the air tonight.
Tarzan was in 1999, so
I mean,
yes,
I
it
feel
was.
like I get what Brownie's saying.
No,
you know,
I
how
can't
like
watch it.
Yeah.
like there's a definite
It takes
point.
place in '89.
So,
I'm just gonna stop talking, I guess.
Marshall, see yourself out of
but
the
it
room.
came out in
I'm
2000.
coming back in the room. Like I'm understanding what Brownie's saying, right? There's a snap, and Patrick Bateman starts going sicko mode, but like in like Jason Voorhees or other slasher, like Brownie was saying, like they just kind of like they just born that way, you know. You see them day one, and they're there.
They just born different.
Like Terrifier guy, right? He doesn't like act like a clown all nice and is nice for a little bit, you know. He's just immediately like go time, you know.
Those are two movies I haven't seen either. It's
Well, there's a
terrible.
third one coming out soon, the Christmas special.
Oh, it's true.
No, that's true.
I hope that actress is still in it. I liked her. I like their story beat. I want to see if she becomes
We've never
Warrior
seen
Angel.
the movie before.
Well, the actor for
What are you
Art the
talking
Clown is going to be in Des Moines.
Wow.
Marshall!
I hope he doesn't murder anyone.
Marshall, you can go visit him.
Yes, because I live near Des Moines in Urbandale, Iowa.
Make the trip up, asshole.
From Urbandale to Des Moines.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll make a huge trip.
Well,
But, like-
speaking of drip,
You could even, how can you even compare him to other slashers if we don't even know if he killed the fucking people, right? You could just be thinking about it.
That's true. Michael Myers might have just been thinking about it the whole time too.
I think
No.
He's just sitting in there like on his hands and knees, kicking his legs back and forth in that burning building, going, "What would it be like if I did kill her, though?"
Yeah,
The worst
Michael Myers
son.
and the lady are having like a chess match, you know, in their minds, but it's just like what we would do in a horror situation. It's like, okay, I'll try to stab you. Okay, you
I
hit
dodge.
Me, but I'm Michael Myers, so I try to stab you first.
It's just-
Hey, I'm Michael
Love
Myers.
is War, but with
Uh,
Mike Myers and
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
What would it be
So-
like if I kicked a door open and it caused somebody to shoot themselves in the face?
Jesus.
Check. But we trap you in the thing. Check. But I get out. Check.
Stalemate.
always
Get
get
a
out.
sequel.
This sucks. Granddaughter comes in and puts her own
Speaking-
pieces on the board. Checkmate.
Speaking,
But I
Speaking
could
of
do a meat
sucking,
grinder.
and Job wants to do his Capri
Yeah,
Sun
yeah.
I'm parched.
I'm hard.
break. I'm thirsty.
Perfect.
I
Remember
too
when-
am walking on sunshine.
Whoa,
I love
whoa.
the scene where he's fucking
Marshall's
those
the
girls, and then he's just like flexing. in
You
the mirror,
would.
like, oh yeah.
See, that's where it came back in, where I was like, this would be Job's tell-all.
See, and that's
Have
what
you
we
seen
find out.
Job without a shirt on? Not to be a dick, but like, he's not
Jesus.
exactly fucking Mr.
This is after
Olympia.
he's found himself, and he's you know, he's doing his workout. We should let's all do a James Patrick
Jones.
Bateman workout routine.
Job, it's okay. Stand up and take your shirt off to prove me wrong.
Let's all do a James Earl Jones.
Oh,
No, Job,
God.
don't do it. Don't do it. No, Job.
Madison, you can put the film bluffs over him now, real quick, if you want.
No, Job, keep it up.
It's happening, I guess.
We'll be right back.
Look at what Marshall's done.
Job looks like a plumber in a porno.
Imagine you're like 18 years old. You're 17 years old and you're rooming with this guy over here who's got more hair on him than a goddamn Sasquatch. You could like cuddle up in there and get yourself a nice blanket, a nice tent.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We're gonna have to blur Job out if we want to get fucking sponsors.
A sponsor for Nair. It's the
Oh,
before.
Fox Sports Motor.
Oh, so.
Okay, we're coming back in now.
So what were we talking about?
I think Brownie was going to
Well,
talk
what we
about
were talking about,
why
we're
he
not
wants to
gonna
kill
talk
people
about.
now.
What? No.
Yeah, Brownie,
would
do you think you
never.
could make that shot with a chainsaw?
No.
I don't think anyone can make that shot with a chainsaw.
Buddy, if I touch a chainsaw, I'm probably gonna end up hurting myself.
Just
Brownie,
imagine
puts his
Brownie's
finger on it.
million
Like,
arms just.
now I'm imagining like a Sleeping Beauty kind of thing where he touches the chainsaw and immediately like gets an aneurysm or something.
I grab a chainsaw, I grab an axe. At last, I am complete.
Yeah. Brownie never had the little witches show up to his house or what are the fairies. He just had like the Coke Queen of Iowa show up and we're just like, hey, don't let him around chainsaws. He's gonna get an aneurysm.
I lost it at that whole.
I think the movie's starting to affect Marshall in ways that he can't comprehend yet.
Listen,
Well,
it's just been one of them days. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
also like we can look at how he consistently plays other people throughout the entire movie. Like every time he meets up with the
Hooker.
escort, he calls himself Paul Allen and he's like, "Okay, well your name is going to be this. And my friend this name is coming over and we're going to be all happy go lucky." Okay?
I mean, to be
I'm gonna write
fair,
you a check because I sent you to the ER last time, and you're
No.
gonna take it.
I
Just
would
to
also give a
emergency.
fake last.
She never said emergency room. She just said you sent me to emergency.
well,
Which, who the fuck talks like that?
it's slang. I
Slang for
also
what? Emergency room? Just
Yes.
finish the fucking word.
I
Why would you just say ER? ER is the
Marshall
slang.
was real bad. Maybe it wasn't maybe it wasn't a room yet.
Maybe it wasn't even real.
They're in New York. They don't know how to talk.
It's true. Oof.
I feel like he was watching this movie and he was all geared up to like it, and then the ending happened, and instead of just being like, I don't like the ending, he went back through the movie in his mind and went, I actually don't like this. Or
I
this.
watched it in reverse so I could just
That makes a lot of
process
sense.
everything, and then rewatched it knowing I wouldn't know what was gonna like actually happen at the end. Like it would have been fine, you know. He just fucking the facade crumbles. He goes crazy. You know, calls his lawyer. He starts killing people, and everyone's like, "Ah, we got his ass," you know. And then Sue's fine. Like Jean sees
Get his
in the
ass.
book, right? Because she sees, you know, okay, he's got little dates in the book, and then there's one decapitated person too, and then there's people sucking on penises,
Decapitated
and boobies,
4.
and people are dead all across the book. There's a decline. There's a
Can we-
decline. Damn it!
Can we
I feel
talk
like
about how at one point he's like on the phone while watching porn, and then later he's working out to Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, that's what I'm
My
saying.
man-
We should start doing
My
this.
man is all over the place.
He rented some videotapes.
He did.
What's the
He-
meaning?
He is a psycho in America.
Like, why does
He
he,
went
always
to-
say that he's got to go return videotapes? Is that slang for like he's jorking it?
He's going to
Oh,
Blockbuster.
he's got to return
He
some
went,
Yeah.
to his
videotapes.
he went to his local Blockbuster
If he
and
doesn't
rented
return
some
them-
movies.
People
That's
didn't
what-
own movies
I know.
back then, Marshall.
So is he actually Patrick Bateman, who's actually like a nerdy little guy
Sure.
who rents movies and jerks it to porn? I guess.
I mean,
He's gonna go pick up
Probably.
Huey Lewis in the news.
or is he that Davis guy that the other guy was talking about?
I
Or is he
think,
actually just confused there?
I think it's actually just possible because we see Patrick Bateman just assume roles throughout the movie. He just lets Paul Allen call him Marcus, New Amsterdam or whatever.
No, that's fair.
And like
Marcus Alaska.
it's like over a course of a while, and he never corrects him like any normal person would. So I think it's entirely possible that he got introduced to this lawyer as Davies or whatever, and he was just like, "Fuck
Davies?
it, I'll go with it."
All of his I-9 paperwork
Everyone
and
has
everything
this whole
says
thing
Davey.
about like Patrick Bateman's like a fucking twerp. You know, he's
Mhm.
nobody.
Yeah,
Maybe Patrick Bateman's the real guy, but he's
But,
also
like,
like insane. But he's a
he
little
may
guy.
be he may be
Yes.
this wealthy dude, and he may also be like, in the middle of the zone and everything. But
I mean-
even wealthy guys can be nobodies.
Yeah.
He's just not fitting in with the right crowd. He
Look
even
at
said at
Elon
one point,
Musk.
he's like, "I want to fit in,"
yeah.
Mm.
but
He's
he's
a bit kind of-
forcing it,
He's
which
a bit of a
then
nerd.
in turn makes him kill.
Straight forcing it.
He's got all this lore on music, Whitney Houston,
It's
Huey,
true.
Dewey,
Big music guy.
Goofy,
Nice.
Like,
Louis.
for real.
and the news. Like, maybe he is just a fucking nerd, and this is what he thinks the cool,
This is what the cool serial
American
killers are listening
businessman
to.
does, Like, they'll go fucking on tears and kill people,
On tears.
Listen, I don't know. We don't fucking know. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know because no one fucking tells us in the movie.
It's
Don't act like you know shit, Joe.
it's
Nobody
wild that
knows
he brings
shit.
up Ted Bundy and his assistant or secretary. Like, she just doesn't know who Ted Bundy is.
Maybe he wasn't popular,
I feel
He
like
had
he
the
would have
Ted
been pretty
Bundy songs.
popular.
Especially at that point in time.
Yeah. Because Job said this is what, in
Four Ted
89?
Bundys.
Something like that.
That's when Ted Bundy died.
I
I
don't, know
don't
if
think that's true.
Maybe she was
Died
even there. Maybe that was
1989.
his mental projection.
Oh my
What
God, he
would
did.
look. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying?
He actually did. In
I do have
January,
that information just offhand.
I like to
he
know
is
things.
100% correct.
I love the scene where he was talking about the one serial killer, and it's like, you know what he says every time he sees a pretty woman? Half of him just wants to take her out to a nice meal. Whereas the other half think, I wonder what her head looks like on a steak.
Dude,
See, and that's the kind of joke Job would make, and I'd go, "Oh, okay,
I did think it was funny when he bit the escort and then she kicked him in the face.
yeah."
First off, the bite was kind of
Not
funny
the
because he just
face.
kind of was like, he just showed up
Bite of 82.
naked, no clothes, right?
Not yeah,
Bites
he's
her leg,
just
he's
there,
like,
butt ass
"Ah."
naked.
And then he gets kicked in the face. Not the face! Not the face! It was
Not
pretty
the face, you
Gumdrop
trash.
button.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
And then
So- A fun fact about this movie
Thanks.
is it has its own Broadway musical.
Really?
oh,
It does.
That's good.
It started in London, and you guys want to know who played Patrick Bateman in London?
Oh no, I know this one.
Christian Bale. Oh, Matt Smith,
Matt
really?
Smith,
Matt Smith
Love
from
Matt
Doctor
Smith.
Who played Patrick Bateman.
Matt
John
Smith. Final answer.
Malkovich.
Nice one, Marshall.
Yeah, you are correct, Mark.
You got it.
Matt Smith.
Okay, on the count of three, everyone say. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yay, Marshall.
Oh,
Yippee!
I thought you were
I
saying
didn't-
Matt
Like
Smith.
that German kid who tried to play Fortnite.
I didn't hear all of Jobe's sentence, but I knew where it was going.
So, here's a question to the table.
So,
Does Patrick Bateman actually appreciate music, or is he just trying to use it as a way to connect with people since he can't under normal circumstances?
I don't think
I don't know, Jobe, what do you
he
usually
likes
do?
it. He just knows about it. He knows what would be a good talking point for like a business person. You know what I'm saying?
I think he knows like enough to like just throw a couple of facts out there that people may or may not know off the top of their head.
Kind of like how I talk about movies.
Yes.
Wait.
So you're seeing where the dilemma comes in for me when I was first watching the movie.
You guys keep talking. I gotta get a charger for my laptop.
Oh,
I'll keep
boy.
talking.
I'll talk already.
Biggie bow.
So, Marshall,
Yeah.
what did you think it was funny when everyone in the office had the same pair of glasses and haircut?
Wait, when was that?
When he's talking to Paul Allen and he's like, Paul Allen also has the same haircut, although mine's better.
No, it
And
wasn't
he has
Paul.
this,
It was that other guy. Because he got. That's why he said. Because he's like Paul called him Marcus. He's
Yeah.
like, Paul got me confused with Marcus
Because they look
Hammerstramp,
the same.
who looks the same, who has the same glasses. Also has a penchant for Valentino suits, and we have the same haircut. Go to the same barber, but mine's slightly better. Maybe he was intentionally trying to be Marcus, or Marcus was never a real person in the first place. Dude, I don't know.
Or
man.
Marcus
you also
is the
noticed
real person. And
That again,
Paul knew
Allen
that.
also has the same glasses and hair.
Well, yeah, everybody looks pretty much the goddamn same in
Everyone
that.
had the same fucking business card. It's corporate America. We
Yeah,
all look
they're
the
like,
same.
mine's pastel and it has writing on it. Yeah, well, mine's bone white and it has writing on it. Well, mine's ivory and it exists.
Yeah, but
Remember
did you see
when,
Paul Allen's card?
Pretty good.
That's just gas. I love that nobody else actually gives a fuck. It's just Patrick Bateman losing his
Well,
shit.
yeah, everybody else is just kind of, well, I don't know. When they're having their, like, kind of sit down chat, and then the other guy came in and was like, hey guys, I got one too, and he shows it. Everybody looks a little off put by it, but he is still the one that's like, oh, I'm gonna kill him over this.
His business card was. I love how he didn't do anything really, but his business card was so offensively bad that he decided
Yeah.
to kill him.
It's like this fucker.
And also, immediately into, oh shit, you want to fuck me, Patrick Bateman? Like, sure, man.
You're
Wait,
choking me
watching his
from behind.
gloves, though.
That was pretty good. That was funny.
I'm gonna sound like Cheeks the rest of the episode
Oh,
because
no.
I can't have the charger
Oh.
and the microphone plugged in at the same time.
Quickly
Damn,
switch them out.
You gotta stop
You have to
recording
stay
episodes
just-
on your iPad mini.
Oh, not
Hey.
my mini.
So let's talk parenting. Would you give your kids an iPad until, what's the first milestone? I think after they killed their first bear. Thoughts?
I think after they realize Paul Allen's an asshole.
Oh.
But he had reservations at Domino City or whatever it was.
Yeah, Domino City. He had reservations at the sit-down Pizza Hut.
Oh, hey, I know someone that worked at a Pizza Hut.
Did not. Marshall
Jobe
Job did.
I did.
We've all worked at various pizza places in our lives.
I have not.
Every single one of us.
Cinemark. You could get a pizza at Cinemark.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. I didn't make a pizza. I just heated it up, and then it was like this big, and you paid like $15 for it.
Yeah, it's stupid and it sucks too.
I know everything sucked about working at Cinemark.
Yeah.
Especially these white
Fuck
people.
Cinemark.
These people that come up and be like, "Hey, can I get a coffee?" And I'm like, "No, you gotta order what's on the fucking menu." He's like, "Can I just get like a regular coffee?" I'm like, yeah, we don't serve just a regular coffee. I'm sorry to tell you. He's like, no, just get some beans, grind them, and then make coffee. And I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but that's not on the
Understand
menu.
what I'm saying, please. I'm
You get a
begging you.
fucking latte, but not a coffee.
We don't
Yeah,
have
look.
beans. We have powder.
I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Put
I
the
don't make
beans
these.
on a piece of paper and run some water through it.
I
Ooh,
felt
we should
so
try that with
bad 'cause
Lima.
I got trained on how to make all the Starbucks drinks, just so like
How to
the
train your
person who trained
Starbucks.
me could make all of them and then drink them all. And then I told everyone I didn't know how to do it for like
I would.
4 months.
So, Brownie, you were just saying before we started recording that when Patrick Bateman stabbed the homeless guy, you were cheering and rooting for him. Why do you think that is?
You had like a big moment where you ripped your shirt off and you had "Go Bateman" written on your chest.
Yeah, yeah!
He just had the G. He was waiting for everyone else to show up with the rest of Go Bateman.
Has a big tattoo down his forearm saying "I hate homeless people."
Another tattoos.
You see, I am Patrick Bateman's #1 fan.
I was
I
the
just
knife
think
he
everything
used.
he does is very cool.
I suppose it's
He killed a dog
Reese,
too.
Reese Witherspoon was in this.
That's kind
Didn't
of
know
not
that
true.
until I started watching the movie. Like,
you
that
went,
was
"Oh, look,
insane.
it's Reese Witherspoon."
Had no
Really,
idea
like,
Shia
legally
LaBeouf was in
blonde.
Transformers until Transformers turned on.
What?
I'm making fun of Marshall for not knowing somebody's
Oh.
in the movie until he sees the movie.
Listen
I
here,
hate you,
motherfucker. I hate you.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Boy.
Good
All I
bit,
gotta
good
say
bit.
is, like, Reese Witherspoon was alright. Kind of weird that everybody was fucking each other and no one really gave a shit. I feel like you gotta have love and trust in a relationship. You know, you can't just be fucking
Yeah.
and sucking other people.
I can't believe the murderer didn't have a healthy relationship with women.
Okay, but like the
Can't
other
believe it.
Reese Witherspoon was also fucking and sucking that one guy.
True.
He was
Probably.
probably
God.
also a murderer.
Is everyone on Wall Street a murderer?
Yeah. I mean,
That's
in the grand scheme of things.
I don't think it's a metaphor. I think it's kind of just said it.
I saw the first sex scene and I went, so this is why Jobe chose the movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like as soon as I saw my first boob, and I'm like, oh, that's a Joe pick right there if I've ever seen it.
I would like you to wash your vagina.
The way he describes things to people of how he wants it done is just
Get
so
on your
weird.
knees like you're showing her your ass.
Yeah,
It's
like
like a bit. It's a
he's he sounds like he's joking the whole time. Where he's like,
Go on, don't just look
go
at
ahead,
it, eat it."
show her your asshole.
'Cause
Why
it's
aren't
the
you
same
doing it?
Cadence and the same
Mhm.
like mouth feel as like
Mouth
when he's
feel, I
talking
knew
about
it.
Huey Lewis in the news. You know?
Fucking knew. I fucking knew mouthfeel was coming up.
Ayo.
Oh, man.
When I say Huey Lewis in the news, I want you to describe the mouthfeel that it gives you.
Well, Marshall.
Oh God.
Tasteful.
Huey Lewis in the news.
I like the way that my mouth feels.
Like Christian
Matt-
Bale was great.
Patrick Christian.
He played psychotic very well.
Christensen.
Too well. Someone needs to search this man and make sure hasn't killed anyone. Like it was scarily good in how crazy he was able to portray. No one saw me drop my tape measure. I'm just gonna casually pick it up.
We're recording.
And I think everyone else was just like there. Like they did all right, but like it's the Christian Bale show. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
I will still say Willem Dafoe, I think, goes toe to toe with him and their scene together.
Yeah, but
In the scenes, maybe, but you're right. He just doesn't have enough screen time to like warrant being like, oh, that film with Willem Dafoe.
right? Like then you watch something like The Northman, and you're like, remember when Willem Dafoe made that guy?
He's still
fall
not
from the
really.
guy's face?
It's a memorable scene for sure, but he's still not in it enough.
Yeah, he's in. I'm pretty sure he's an American than the Northman.
Willem Dafoe is
He's
the
a shrunken
Northman.
head in The Northman too.
He's at the lighthouse.
I don't remember. That's true. Him and Andrew Garfield, is it?
No,
Yeah.
In The
Robert Pattinson,
Lighthouse?
You fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Oh yeah,
It's
he's
Robert
right.
Pattinson.
Ah, that's
He's in
it. That's
Tick,
it.
Tick, boom.
That's true. That's true.
That's Andrew Garfield.
And
So-
Vanessa Hudgens.
Overall,
this.
Andrew Garfield.
Overall, this movie sucks.
I wasn't gonna go that far.
I
Marshall,
disagree.
who liked most of the movie but didn't really. Yeah, the whole movie's shit, top to
No,
bottom.
the movie was so the ending was so offensively bad that it just leaves a bad taste. You ever eat something, you're like, wow, that's pretty good, and then like 2 minutes later, you're like,
Bad mouth feel. Job, you're gonna have to
mouthfeel.
Job, you're gonna have to sway me, otherwise I'm gonna be agreeing with Marshall more. The more he talks, the more I'm like, he's right.
Right? It just
I don't
makes sense.
For me, it was like coming back and knowing that the
Dude, what?
ending is crazy and weird. I just like, I learned to stop worrying and love the atomic bomb. You know?
That's funny. That's funny. No, it's a good bit. I laugh. Aha,
I
aha, aha.
I think the part where the ending loses me is that like it's not unhinged to the end. Like at the end it is just him kind of like standing, like kind of just sitting in the office going, "Ah, yes, I'm back to my day-to-day." I'm like, "All right, we're American Psycho. Let's go a little more psychotic here."
I mean, isn't that the craziest thing that could happen? Is just he blows up a cop car with his 9 and then just
No,
goes back to normal.
no, I want him to be. I want it to end on something crazy.
Well, I guess it's really easy to win arguments when you can. No,
Well, yeah, exactly.
no, yeah.
Well, Job, you're trying to have an argument based on opinion in which no one's really wrong or right. It's
Well,
just
I
how
think-
we feel.
It should have gone either one of two ways. One way is we actually see Paul Allen walk up at the end, like across the way, just like, he's sitting there. He's like, oh, there's a little look of confusion. Like, okay, maybe the lawyer guy's right. Maybe he did have lunch. And you see Paul Allen just like, hey, how was your trip from London? Oh, it was great. Thanks. I fucked a broad on Elm Street or whatever.
And Bateman's just
Or
like,
the complete other way, where the detective shows up at the office or something like that, and it's like cornering him. Is like, hey, we found the fucking body of Paul Allen with your fingerprints on it, or some shit like that. Like,
It was dissolving in acid.
yeah, he's got a point there. It wouldn't have
I know that you
fingerprints.
killed Paul Allen.
yeah,
Well,
but on
you have so
MythBusters,
much
they tried
money
dissolving
that
someone in
doesn't
acid,
matter.
and it took quite a bit.
You wrote
He-
Pat is here on his bones.
Boom, saw is ready.
He allegedly had Paul Allen in a tub of sauce for quite a while.
Okay, but what if his
Yeah.
lawyer then called the police officer and was like, hey, Patrick Bateman just admitted to killing 25 to 40 people, so do something with that, maybe?
No.
Yeah.
I just want an answer, damn it.
Oh look, big baby Marshall needs to be
Cuckoo,
Clyde.
cuckoo,
Yet
cuckoo.
No,
again.
I don't like that, Marshall. I'm with you, but I don't like that. I can't wait till
Let's
Marshall
take it back.
sees Christian Bale someday and just pushes him up against the wall and goes, "Did you do it?
Did it do it, you son of a-
Tell me, I need answers."
And that's when he responds with, I don't know. It's
And then
That's what I just have a fucking breakdown.
Christian
right there.
Bale's eyes go wide, and then in his head he goes, "This guy's the American Psycho." And then we just immediately shoot to black, and then the credits start rolling because Marshall's been in a movie this whole time.
American Psycho 3, King
Marshall,
in the City.
he like goes over and he's
pretty
like,
good.
Babe, wake up, I figured it out. I'm American Psycho.
It's me. The American Psycho is side of all of. Well, I can't talk. I'm done with it. It was gonna be funny. Y'all were gonna laugh, but
Do you want us
The
to just
American
skip to the
Psycho
last
is the
part
one
for
that
you?
we found along the way.
let's just skip to the part where I tell you the movie's bad and give it a 4. It's a
A 4?
4.312111.
Too low.
No, that's the highest I can go. Highest it can be.
I'm going higher now.
What are you saying?
Well, Trace, what do you think?
Listen,
All right, Brownie, what do you think?
I like the movie a lot.
Son of a bitch.
I think the way I think like Christian Bale's performance as Patrick Bateman is really good, especially when he just absolutely snaps and he's like confessing to his lawyer. He's like, "Hey, I really fucked up, dog."
I said dog.
Might as well have said it.
I really fucked up. I killed Paul Allen, and then everybody's like, "Oh, thank you." Actually,
Oh.
thank you.
Anyway,
I have all the evidence I need. Bye.
The ending is
Shit.
it does leave a little too much up in the air.
The ending
Like
is
I
ended.
enjoy when a movie does that because like Inception does that, but it does a really good job of doing that. I think they left a little too much up in the air. So for that, I'll give it 8 out of 10.
Trace, you were saying?
I'm not gonna say that it's like the worst film ever. I will say,
No,
however,
Doom.
it is. I don't know. Doom's coming around on me. I like Doom now. I will say, however,
Listen to this man. He's saying Doom is coming around on him. Why do we still take
specifically our take on it, because I still love that episode that we did. This movie was not as
talking about Taco Bell.
That's why it was funny, and the Lorax. It just wasn't to me as entertaining as I wanted it to be. I was just kind of looking at it, going, all right. Batman's killing people. Oh, Batman killed the Joker. Got it. Okay, cool. Batman's getting hassled by the Green Goblin, and then he's banging the chick from Election. So I was just, yeah.
How do we go from Batman, Joker, Green Goblin to Election?
Reese Witherspoon.
I mean, I know, it's just funny.
Could have said Legally Blonde.
Yeah, but I liked the movie Election a little bit better. Definitely more than I liked this one. Am I right, guys?
Yep.
So I'm with Marshall. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Oh my god. So,
4.52.
I would just, dear audience, listen to me. My co-host here, you hand them a bowl of Kraft mac and cheese, and they're going to go, it does exactly what I wanted to do, 10 out of 10. And then you hand them a steak that maybe, like, has a
okay.
little more welt on than they would like.
No.
Oh, shit.
No,
I mean,
you need to understand what you're saying right now. Because if you give me a mac and cheese and you mess it up, I'm like, oh man, that's $3 I'm fucked over with. If you give me a steak that's not done well enough, I'm like, well, fuck, there's $20 out the door.
You see,
a little overdone. And
Yeah.
you like the sides, you eat up them fixins, and you eat most of the steak with a smile on your fucking face.
If you want this analogy metaphor to be accurate, you're gonna have to say, you get pretty far into it, and then you look over and you start throwing up because the fucking mouthfeel is so bad towards the end of it. You know,
All right, mouthfeel. No, mouthfeel works there. It's food. Mouthfeel works there.
It's food. Give us the score. Give us the score.
Give us the unreasonable score.
It's an 8.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? For that, you get a 4.1222. And that's purely Christian Bale all the way.
And I'm going to drop mine down to 4.2 because I want this to be lower average. Wait, no, 4.1. Lower average than my movie.
Average.
I'm gonna
fix the goddamn average.
I'm gonna keep the average of me giving it the highest score, and I'm gonna rate it even higher now.
No, Brody, don't.
It's out of 10.
It can't be 12. It can't be 12.
A 9.25
This is
out of 10.
Absolutely insane.
Fine, you get a 3.1. Fuck you. All right.
This part of the episode actually kicks ass.
Worst episode ever. Tune in next week.
Jobe,
Marshall,
you actually hated it.
It's my turn. It's unlike last week when I thought that was my pick for this week. It's actually my pick for next week.
Marshall, what are we watching?
I had told them last week.
Where can we find? Where can they listen to us?
I'm gonna show you both.
I
told them.
I wasn't a part of it. I want to know what it is that you guys are gonna be watching.
Stealing my pick, getting my laughs.
I had told y'all last week we were gonna watch Hoodwinked, but I've gone through some major soul searching.
Okay.
And I
Is
really
it gonna be
don't
Spirit?
wanna watch... No, it's not gonna be Spirit.
Thank God.
I really got a good feeling. I don't think you guys have seen this movie. I think you're gonna love it, or no, Jobe's gonna like it. Trace is gonna fucking hate it. It's called 12 Monkeys. We'll be watching 12 Monkeys.
The fuck is 12 Monkeys?
12 with Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. 2 B's, like B and B.
Oh no, I think I'll like this. Okay, first of all, it's got Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis, and it's about monkeys.
Yeah, well,
I don't
Marshall
think it's
likes
about
Christian
monkeys.
Bale and Willem Dafoe, but that didn't fucking help us today, did it?
Because your movie was bad.
No, I'm gonna like this
Catch Us-
movie. I'm gonna go forward saying I'm gonna like this movie.
Okay,
You know what?
We'll put in a tentative.
Preemptive.
Marshall, give me a
Preemptive
tentative.
7.5. from
Exactly what I was
Chris.
gonna say.
The show
So
sucks.
we will catch you next week when we watch 12 Monkeys. Watch it by then so you can understand what we're talking about. Catch us,
Marshall, where can they watch us?
Ooh, bad bit.
I'm gonna do it.
They catch us on Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok, and YouTube.
Nice.
We're Film Bluffs. Look
And
us
we're
up.
bluffing films.
Shut up, Trace.
Ugh,
We're
this
done.
is only
Close
on
it
Amazon
out.
Prime.
Close
You're
it out.
bluffing the one you talking about.